Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talk No Jutsu Podcast. This is going to be episode 7 of the TNJ podcast, and we're going to be going over episode 105 of the Boruto anime. My name is Cole. I am your host today. I am joined by Jesse.
How you doing?
And Skylar as well.
Hey, what's going on?
So the name of the title of this episode is A Wound on the Heart, and we're going to go ahead and have Skylar read us the log line of the episode.
All right, so Mitsuki visits Orochimaru's research facility because he's not feeling well. Mitsuki explains to Orochimaru and Log that he never used to dream during sleep, but has recently begun to have them. Hearing Mitsuki's story, Orochimaru thinks of a solution.
All right, great. Well,
Okay.
Real quick, we kind of had a little discussion about who Log was. We're pretty dang sure it's the older Mitsuki dude, like the clone. So I guess we'll be confirmed throughout this episode. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with it. We're going to go ahead and do our thing, our countdown thing, and we'll get going. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Always.
Do it.
And 3, 2, 1, play. Well, there wasn't a lot going on in that first little part, was there?
Yeah. So I'm just a little like. So here's. This is gonna sound like obviously. I don't care. So Orochimaru obviously is. He's got that more of a woman posture. That's because of his he's probably just the person he's taken over, right?
Yeah,
like
he might be a girl right now.
body.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah, because he just seems so feminine, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different from what we've seen previously. So
I think he was a woman at one point in the original Naruto. It wasn't like originally
yeah, that was the
seeing him as a
first one
woman?
though. Yeah, that was the first one in the
Yeah.
tuning exams
Yeah.
when they found like some bodies. That shit was weird. Like
Yeah.
that was cool stuff. Excuse me, jeez. But I already said it, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
But yeah, that was kind of my thing that I kind of noticed, subtle. So yeah,
I always
mean,
notice his
you can look it up.
eyes because I always think like Sage Mode whenever I see eyes like that, but he's always had like paint over his eyes right there, so
Yeah,
That
Always-
was makeup.
makeup or something, yeah.
like his cape,
It's a huge old cloak, yeah, dude.
his cloak, yes.
大野木と会った日あたりの記憶から探っていきましょう。
Man, I wish I could do that with my memories.
この人が
Oh, that's so that's so crazy.
僕たちも探すのを手伝えってさ。
Mitsuki's a little hard drive.
Technology really took over quick.
I bet partly has to do with it that because, he's a clone and he's not really real.
That's true.
That's my guess.
Bro, we called that.
そういう意味で。
That Mitsuki was going through
人間
puberty?
らしい成長をしてると。
No, he's becoming more of a human.
Like, I didn't see any armpit hair. Oh, what?
Jeez, the heck, Cole?
These weebs came by. Bowl cut, bullhead, and squad. Just threw everyone right here through a loop.
Oh yeah, that was a big twist for sure.
Just like his dad, though, he never gave up.
ボルト君を救うためには最善の
Never
行動
goes back on his ninja way.
Dude, Orochimaru out here calling everything. He's like, I knew it. I knew that.
取らすことに
It's easy to say that now in hindsight, Orochimaru.
Yeah, I know.
When you're watching the Mitsuki vlog videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. What the heck? Just pulled it up. He won't even freaking maximize the window.
You better subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
きっと心中は穏やかじゃ
Erase his memories.
美月の記憶を
Dang, dude.
Shoot.
You called it. It would make sense, though.
Just go. Sky's either hacking or he watched ahead of us. He's disqualified.
He's
from
watching ahead, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Bro, I'm not. I'm not.
するしかない
Let's wake him up and tell him.
Like, hey, sorry.
ここまで
Like,
成
for
長し
what?
たのにですか
Okay.
For what,
だ
exactly?
からこそ
I love this. He just walks behind him all casually. Just casually
Ruined his
shoves his
body.
arm through him, yeah. He walks behind him, just shoves, or casually just boom.
What's he doing?
Is he tied up or something? I don't remember. Oh, he's making that thing. He's
Yeah.
Deidara, that's right.
Mhm. Yo, his scratches on his cheeks were not moving.
僕たちが
Just saying.
ボルトのために君を止め
And I
た
thought they were being cheap with the animation by not doing new animation at all this episode.
Yeah.
Bro fist.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
like
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
sad. That got my heart when I saw that. I
it
remember
was just
that.
like
Yep. Paused it. Paused Mitsuki's life real
like
quick.
whoa.
そういう
You know they're sad when they don't animate their eyes like that.
美月も相当ショックを受けているようね
Sad boy hours. Crazy.
Oh man, I love Sage Mode Mitsuki. So good.
I'm usually angry. Whatever, Mitsuki. You're the calmest dude on a planet.
Oh.
Planet Naruto. That guy's head does not fit his body proportion.
Nope.
That's what you get for being an Onoki. Get a weird face.
It's very romantic.
さすがボルト君
Since when is it bad to have feelings? Even if you are a clone.
It's all part of their plan, bro.
You gotta
Come on,
make.
Sky.
Yeah, they gotta make him just a warrior robot.
That's right. Warrior robotics.
Don't send him to freaking the Uzumakis. They have the ability to make you
They'll
feel.
talk to him too much.
The Uzutakis.
Yeah, the Uzusakis,
The Uzubatskis.
the Mountain Rockies.
The. Let's go drink sake.
これからもよろしくな。
And the Mitsuki's vlogs.
You guys.
本当に太陽に焼かれてしまったなどということ
We're pretty cool.
I felt that right there. I felt that. This is like a big f***ing episode. Or, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, jeez. This is
They're
a
not
big
gonna.
episode.
They're not gonna erase his memory if it's not canon. They'd have to
Yeah,
make this
that's my
canon.
thoughts too. And they've only
It's
shown
canon.
canon episodes,
It's
so
canon.
I bet it is.
We'll see. He's gonna hit you with that "Who am I? Where am I?" and then fake you out right here.
目が覚めた
Where's his nipples?
He's a clone.
They don't
Just
need
take
him.
those away.
石は
He
Oh,
didn't,
what the
yeah,
hell?
his
Okay.
memory's still
He's got his
there.
memories.
僕は
Yeah, drink some tea. That's all it is. You have to upset
Uh-oh.
stomach.
太陽に近づきすぎた
Do you think the tea's gonna like wipe his memory or
あなた
something?
の体
Oh
に
yeah, like look at that.
その代わり
Yeah, don't drink that tea, Mitsuki. Not good.
Come on, Mitsuki. Bro, that's how the episode's gonna end. He's gonna grab the cup. That's it.
Sky, shut your mouth.
どちらがいいか
It's weird music in the background too. I don't know about that.
Mitsuki. Oh, is he reaching for his face?
That's the end, isn't it? No, it's not. What? He's back.
Was it just a dream?
Maybe. Now it's not canon though, because the kitty's there, right?
So is it his cat now? He's got a collar
It's,
on. and
it's his
everything.
cat
Uzi.
now, pretty much.
待ってて今行くよボルト
Oh,
Oh, dude, that
Good job,
kitty is
Mitsuki.
adorable.
今回は欲を消さな
look
け
at
れ
his
ば
like
ならない
resting place. It's just a big circle.
It's a bed.
けど
Are you sure it's a bed?
I
It
bet
looks
it
like a
is,
big old
yeah.
bed.
Well, he's got his tea on it, so maybe
乗
not.
り越えられるはず
This is where he meditates. Dang.
That's it, yep.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Orochimaru come full circle, and I want him to become attached to at least one Mitsuki,
I think he's getting there with this one.
where he really feels like a parent.
Has he ever been attached to any human being?
Yes, Sasuke.
His
Has he
mom-
been attached to Sasuke, or did he just want Sasuke for his power?
Wherever the wind takes me, Sasuke, I will be wherever the wind takes you.
What?
That's what he said.
He says that?
I don't,
Did you make
don't
that up?
quote me, but no, I swear to God.
I don't remember that. Okay, then I guess he could have been, yeah. He could have been attached to Sasuke. Sasuke definitely didn't care about him at all. Sasuke just wiped him out.
Yeah, he actually did.
Sasuke
He
straight up
actually
killed
like
him.
was like,
Bye.
so I'm here to kill you. He's like, okay, check this out, and he like takes him to the dream, and then he just rapes him there. And he's like, okay. Like, all right.
You win?
Orochi
pretty
was like,
much.
"Yep, I should have done this earlier. It was
I
my
just
bad,
remember
my
he's like,
mistake."
"Ooh, you've came into my place," you know, and I was like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" All of a sudden, he just starts like getting absorbed.
That fight
and I'm
happened
like,
so
what is going
fast.
on?
Yeah.
I was not
It was
ready for
pretty-
it to happen that fast.
I know, and that's
Yeah, but
what,
who
like,
already took him down? I thought he was fighting someone else, wasn't he?
No, he was fighting Orochimaru, like the snake version. Remember, he went snake mode.
yeah.
Yeah, but why did he go snake mode? Is the thing?
Oh,
What
because
was
he had to
before
go
that?
snake mode to absorb
Yeah, he was just
Sasuke's
vulnerable,
body.
right? Yeah, he was vulnerable.
He
I
was
thought.
definitely vulnerable, yeah, because his body and
Oh.
everything was weak. So he went snake mode so he could do the ritual to get his body, and Sasuke
Well, you
took
know-
advantage of it.
What made me sad about that fight is how Sasuke kills him real quick, and Grandpa Hokage freaking sits and fights him for like 20 episodes and dies.
Here's the thing. He didn't just die, okay? He used the Reaper Death Scroll.
Understood.
And I just want to put this into perspective here. Yeah, Orochimaru did get fucking slammed on, but here's the thing. Orochimaru's age compared to Grandpa's age?
Yeah, I mean,
You mean Sasuke?
No.
I mean Grandpa.
Hiruzen. Hiruzen was his teacher, so he was definitely way
Yeah.
older.
So let me riddle you this here, Skype. So I don't know. Let's say
He's got nothing.
let's say Asuma, okay?
Okay.
Asuma against Naruto or Sasuke. There you go.
Wait, okay, what age Sasuke Naruto though? It depends.
They are let's say Asuma's his age
Okay.
that he was, and Naruto and Sasuke are the age they were when they killed Orochimaru.
So
Okay,
like, are they
okay,
together,
fine.
fighting together, or individually?
No, I'm just saying, like, individually. They're both gonna probably whoop Asuma's ass.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just gonna say that
definitely.
there. Like,
Well, I don't know. Maybe not Naruto. Naruto wasn't great when Orochimaru died. He was getting there, but he wasn't.
well,
the
he was only
best.
great when Kurama accepted him. No,
Yes,
you're right there.
exactly.
I'm just saying, put Sasuke in any up against anybody.
I don't know if
Like,
Sasuke
honestly.
could have taken out. Well, I mean, like he could have probably taken out the old Hiruzen. The
Right,
third.
but I don't want you to
but
say
not-
Itachi. Like,
I wasn't gonna
that's
say
not
Itachi.
fair,
No, I was
but,
gonna say Itachi.
like, Itachi probably would have beat his ass. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So, but I think like just where Sasuke was at that point, no, like it's not fair. It's just not. Like Sasuke was definitely the most powerful ninja. Like
he
out.
was really, really, really high up there at that
I mean,
point for sure.
we did get to see Jiraiya, and that was really cool. Because
I think Jiraiya probably could have stopped him.
Jiraiya was definitely, yeah, he was definitely with his Toad. But the problem was with this Toad art that he did.
Yeah.
I mean, what did Sasuke already have? He didn't already have the.
Mangekyo?
Yeah, he didn't have
No,
that, right?
he didn't have it. He
the,
got that after
fire or any of that.
Itachi died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's way off
All right.
topic.
Yep.
Back to board.
Hello.
So,
How's it going?
hey, welcome everybody to the talk. No, so first impressions on the episode. It seems like they needed an easy episode, so they just used a bunch of old footage and had Orochimaru talking.
Yeah.
That's the gist of it, I would say. What are your first impressions, Guy?
I wasn't disappointed. Wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed either. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it was kind of cool to pretty much show that Mitsuki is pretty much that what we talked about is becoming more like a human. So kind of exciting to. It's cool though, but it's that like sad at the same time because I think the more Mitsuki progresses, becoming more humane, the more Orochimaru is like, okay, well, do I need to pull the reins on him or what? Because they almost wiped his memory. So
Yeah, that's true. All right. What about you, Jesse? What are your first impressions?
Yeah, I'm thinking obviously, I mean, first impressions first impressions. So I'm just, yeah, I mean, it was cool, but like, I don't know, was the cat episode better? You know, like it was cool. It was really cool because again, the only reason it's cool is because they were just pulling on our leg by they're pulling our leg by giving us Orochimaru, and
Yep,
it's not fair. It's what it
Yeah.
is, you know.
definitely.
It's definitely not fair. So I think it was cool. Did Is that Log? Like, really?
Yeah, pretty sure it's Log.
We could just say Mitsuki too.
Mitsuki.
Mitsuki Senior.
Scar.
Yeah, so that Scar, was that from Orochimaru when they were fighting?
I don't
the beginning?
remember.
I'm trying to remember here.
It could have been from way back when we saw them.
That's what
do
I'm
their
saying.
thing.
That's what's like so insane about this. If you think about it, is a lot of those, you know, the one thing I did match up that was small detail is a lot of the interactions Mitsuki had that were, you know, from his view helped with this flashback in the future. You know what I mean? Like in the future episodes. So like they went back and there was like, you know, you remember the fist bump and like things like that. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, you know what? Like that's really cool that, you know, planning wise, they probably had that, you know, set up that way. But yeah, I think just first impressions. I mean, it was okay. It was
my question is this canon then? Because I don't actually know. I don't know whether it's canon or not. They used only canon flashbacks. But the only thing that wasn't canon, because is the kitty canon? Was he canon from last week? I didn't think he was.
That's a video game.
The kitty
canon?
Oh, kitty.
Kitty canon.
No, is the little kitty that he got as a pet, is he canon? Because I didn't think it was, but it might be. I mean, it showed up in this episode, so who knows?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think it was a setup, I want to say almost.
I agree with that.
It's kind of like, it's just like how Boruto, you know, he's got the mark on his hand. Like it was just subtle and it was there, and we don't know anything else. Mitsuki, something's going on. It was there. It happened, and guess what? We're probably not going to know for a bit, unless we jump right into it. But it's just these little things that, you know, you just don't. You don't notice as much until, like, again, look at Naruto. He's had his freakouts, you know, with Zabuza, and that was it. And we didn't hear anything back. And it was like, wait, what's going on?
I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff's going to take place in the future, and we'll get more into it.
But I think, well, I mean, we could ask Sky. He's definitely been, obviously, you know, he's hacking, so.
He's got his answers. He's got the answers.
You can at least act like you don't know. That's the crazy thing. You're like, oh, yeah, he's erasing his memories.
He read the manga, right? He read it all in a week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course.
Last week he didn't know who Momoshiki was. Now he read the manga.
Gotta make sure I don't have a freaking dead face again. Get caught.
Like,
Oh.
What's a Naruto?
What?
he's like, so guys, when we go over Naruto, I'm like, what?
Oh my god.
Is Naruto the little small green guy with one eyeball?
Who is that guy?
Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski.
Oh.
Or Shrek.
Shrek's got
Shriek?
two. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. But before, I wanted to point this out because I have it up on my screen and it's barely noticed because it's on my screen. When Orochimaru shows off his desktop, his mouse cursor is a kunai.
Really?
I think it's hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because I happened to notice it. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. He
wasn't in full screen either. That was windowed. Remember that.
He was not. He doesn't watch videos in full screen. We know that. Anyway, yeah. We'll be right back. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Hey guys, welcome back from the break. We're going to be discussing the episode just a little bit, then we're going to get into the next time on Boruto segment, and then go into our long shots. During the discussion, we're also going to talk about future predictions, possibilities that could happen regarding Mitsuki, and maybe Orochimaru and all those different things. So let's jump right into it. Jesse, would you like to get us started?
Yeah, so, I mean, again, the episode was fine, but it just felt like, kind of how I touched on, it's like an entryway to Mitsuki and kind of what's going on through his head. I mean, as we've heard from Orochimaru, is becoming more human. So we're establishing that that he can be human. I mean, from what it feels like, I mean, he can. Like, that there's opportunities, there's doorways for him to experience emotions, to just feel like, because that's what makes a lot of people human, is the emotions, and what you can feel, as we've touched over through Inoki's Wheel and all those, that arc.
Yeah.
And I just think, it's just, this is going to be a stepping stone to that. So just learning about, how he's having these dreams. We went back to the memories again, how he's kind of getting torn back and forth, but he still has this, this loyalty, like we've heard to Boruto, and but he still had that, he still had that choice of let's go see, where these guys are taking me as well, and it did end up well, and it did end up, he did stop, a villain from trying to take over the whole, world or something like that. But, in the end, he still had this, he had choices that he had to make. And it's just cool to see him as a, a newly synthetic type, being having to make these choices and feel like, actually have to feel to make these choices. Because if he were just synthetic, whatever, he's with Boruto, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's
right.
it. He would have never gone. He would have probably just wiped those guys out, and that's it. So it's just cool. I think the development towards it's real good. What do you feel as far as that goes, Cole? Are you?
Yeah,
That makes sense. Or?
It does make sense, definitely. The thing that I kept thinking back to was how Mitsuki is just so curious. Everything he does is because of curiosity, and that's essentially where his emotions are coming from. Because of his curiosity, he's gotten himself into all these different situations. Just like you said, he's curious about those other synthetic people. He was curious. He's licking things in the last arc with Birdman Tosaka. And he's curious about this little cat. He's just curious, and that's what makes him start to develop these emotions. I think that's one of the biggest thing that leads into it. And the other thing that I was thinking was how this problem arose because he was having all these dreams, he was experiencing all these things, and he had like headaches or something. He had some kind of sickness. And Orochimaru said he temporarily fixed it. And in the future, they'd either have to wipe his memory entirely, or he would be able to grow past the problem because he will be able to grow bigger and stronger. I assume that that's what's going to happen, the latter, that he's just going to go bigger and stronger and be able to overcome it. But it'll be an interesting thing when we come back to that. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just, because again, it always takes me back to that first episode where you see Boruto and then you see Kawaki, right? Kawaki, It's just, that's it, and you're kind of like, where's everyone else? Like,
exactly,
and that's what gives me chills. It's like, where's Mitsuki? If he's this right hand guy, where's Mitsuki at? Right? Like, we're all like, where's Naruto? Where's Sasuke? Where, So again, it's just, it always makes me think. I always go back to that episode and just kind of like, well, where's Mitsuki gonna play into this? Because right now, it's like, seriously, they are honestly just, for us anime, us animators out here, we're just like, we don't know. It's still like so confused, and I'm sure everyone reading the manga is just like, good luck, you know what I mean? But like, sheesh, man, it's kind of rough. But again, I get it. The other thing I did notice, was that, kind of Orochimaru's feelings towards that thing. Sky, weren't you? You were saying something about that.
It's just like a thought to me is like, when has Orochimaru ever given any of his experiments a choice? It's always been, oh, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? He does it. That's his experiment. That's his toy, and he never ever gives them a choice. Doesn't have any emotional attachment to any of them. They're always expendable. But for some reason, this Mitsuki, well, it's not just for some reason. Obviously, he's explained to how important this Mitsuki is to. He says his research, but not only to me, I think it's his research, but I think that Orochimaru still, I think he's also growing feelings towards this Mitsuki. You heard Log, if that's his name, talk about how asking Orochimaru, if he cares about him, and like, is he growing in like a parent aspect? You know what I mean? I can't remember the exact phrase he used. I was
going to bring that up too. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's going to be we've already seen it, that the whole parenthood has been like an overarching theme in all of Boruto thus far, which, for all the right reasons. But, even Orochimaru, who was one of the biggest villains in the whole Naruto series, is now becoming a father of Mitsuki. And I think it's just cool to see, and I think we're going to see more of it, more of Orochimaru growing fond of Mitsuki, because he didn't just wipe out his memories, you know what I mean? He gave him a choice. He gave him the tea, and obviously Mitsuki didn't drink it because he still has his memories, so... But I don't know. I think it's just kind of cool.
Along those lines, another thing that I remembered was early on when they were still at the academy and they had the parent-teacher day. Orochimaru showed up for that. Even that's a good indicator that he might be caring more about Mitsuki than he does his other experiments. The only other time I can think of that Orochimaru could have potentially given his experiment any leeway in their life is when just barely when Jugo went off and did his own thing. But in all reality, he could have maybe escaped from Orochimaru. We don't know the details. That's just one of the things I thought of. But yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm pretty sure Orochimaru is becoming closer and has more feelings towards Mitsuki as a parent relationship.
Yeah. And then one more thought I had on just Mitsuki before we close is how he's having, I think it's the feelings, the emotions we've already established is what's causing Mitsuki to, feel sick. And maybe he's not feeling sick. Maybe this is a thought I had is maybe Mitsuki, like, he's never had feelings before, and now he's being introduced to all kinds of feelings from losing a loved one. The enemy that he became friends with died, or seeing, having to fight Boruto, having to beat up his best friend for the sake of, his safety. And I think all these different emotions is what's throwing Mitsuki, giving him a twist. You know what I mean? He's like being introduced to a new aspect of life, something that he's never dealt with before. And then for him to go to Orochimaru and actually ask for help, I think is another huge thing too, is Mitsuki doesn't understand what's going on, but I don't know how many times Mitsuki's gone to Orochimaru since he's left and come back, you know what I mean, to ask for help. So obviously it's pretty, he's pretty upset or shaken up about this, but at the same time, like you said earlier, Cole, that it's either Mitsuki's going to get his memory erased or he's going to overcome it. And I agree with you. I think it is the latter. I think he will just become stronger as a person. But I think this is going to be a theme in Boruto as a whole from here on out, is just overcoming emotions and growing more because of it, especially with Mitsuki and his storyline, because he's like we talked about. It reminds me a lot of Sai, how Sai had no emotions and then became who he is today. You know what I mean? So
definitely,
that's just the thought I had. So.
And this kind of takes the conversation a little bit away from that just a little bit, but Jesse brought up Kawaki just a little bit, and I thought, and I had very similar thoughts about what Jesse was talking about. I've gotten just a little bit of spoilers of how Kawaki kind of becomes a part of the group, and it makes me wonder where Mitsuki is going to fit in there, kind of what Jesse was saying. I'm not sure what place he's going to have after this Kawaki fellow shows up. But we don't even really know who he is. That's the crazy part about it. All we've seen is just that first scene.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what's different. As far as last thoughts. As far as those experiments go and things like that with Orochimaru, I always go back to like when they kind of knew. Naruto knows about Mitsuki and he knows what Orochimaru is doing, and that's why it's kind of like got me a little like Naruto's, he is allowing this to happen. Like he's allowing the experiments as long as they're not, shaking up anything crazy, things like that. So that's why it's like always kind of interesting, kind of like, okay, how much leeway does Orochimaru really have,
Along with that, I've always wondered this, because we know Orochimaru takes over bodies to become, to stay alive. Does Naruto let him do that, or is he going after like corpses now? Or
he might
I've always wondered that too, ever since I heard that Naruto let him do his thing.
That could be another thing Orochimaru's working on, is trying to develop the perfect body that he can keep transforming into.
That could be it. Yeah, that would make sense.
Maybe okay, so maybe he doesn't love Mitsuki. Maybe it's just he loves Mitsuki's body and wants to make sure that it becomes what he wants. His Sasuke.
He could be doing that, or he could just be pushing his will to another being. I don't know. That's what's just so different. Because you can go so many different ways, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think he successfully did that with Kabuto, but Kabuto's a dill hole.
That was his old will, though. That was like when he was like a bad guy. He passed on the bad guy will. We haven't seen Kabuto, onto himself. To be honest.
Yeah, he's at the orphanage.
Yeah, he's at the orphanage. Like they let him go, so it'd be interesting to see what happens.
Well, it's because didn't he beat the Izanagi?
Yeah, he overcame it, so he's good.
If you overcome that, you pretty much you have to like actually change your whole perspective on why you're even in there. So.
I almost wonder if they're ever going to show him again. Probably not, but it'd be interesting.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think they're going to show everybody that we've seen.
Really?
That hasn't. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that. I don't think. Yeah, I feel like they've went out of their way a lot of the times, even in Shippuden, to just bring back certain people.
I can see that, because like Kiba shows up.
Even just to tie up loose ends.
Right, exactly. They do a pretty good job of tying up loose ends and things like that.
Good point.
Yeah, I think we'll see something like that. But again, imagine watching the Kabuto fight scene on original Naruto, and you're just kind of like, what? You know, there's so much more left. It's kind of like we would be talking about, oh yeah, like when Naruto goes, you know, fox crazy, and
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, you know, maybe he's gonna turn into this, and then and guess what? He didn't. You know what I mean? And then something else came after that. So that's what's so like. It just sucks because we can talk about it for days, and then it just completely is just wrong. You know what I mean? It's just something else. So
Yeah.
no, but I agree. Yeah. So that's just my, you know, last thoughts here on this. So.
Definitely. You know, and speaking of talking about what's going to happen next and what could potentially happen next, we're going to jump into the next time on Boruto segment.
All right.
Go ahead and find it in your player of choice. I'm pretty much there. I'm going to...
Yeah, I'm on VRV.
All about that
Damn.
Hulu life. Okay, I'm ready to go.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
未来さん、今から任務っすか？ここだけの話、S ランクを超える超重要任務だよ。一体どんな任務だってばさ。それはだね、ボルト君。6代目の
Oh man.
次回、ボルト、ナルトネクストジェネレーションズ。湯煙忍法帳 S ランク任務。数日後にはこの私、サルトビ未来の偉業が語られることになるの。
I can't take Kakashi serious when he's sitting in a wheelchair.
I think I'm pretty sure Guy told him to sit down, take it easy while he gets up and walks.
So how old is
On his
Kakashi
hands.
real quick? How old is he? He was 30 in Naruto. This is... How old
He's
are...
about 40.
He's got to be... I think he's older. I think he's in his
Naruto's-
50s.
You think?
Naruto's
I think he's
like
like
20.
45, I'd say.
Do you think 45?
Okay, I'm gonna be an average Joe. Okay, I'll look it up.
Okay, he's
I have to
definitely
double check.
definitely acting way older than like he looks like he's acting way older than he is compared to especially like when they were doing their graduation exams. He was doing his ninja stuff. Sure, he's in his
So-
wheelchair, but he doesn't look like he's ready to go. How old is he?
So pretty much Boruto was born when Naruto was 20.
Okay.
Naruto became Hokage around the age of 24 to 25.
Okay.
So it was never said if it was before or after October 10th, right? When Naruto was 27, Boruto joined the academy 5 years later. When Naruto was 32, he and his friends. Okay, yeah. So we're kind of going a little, you know, down the road, but
So is he in his 50s then?
so pretty much Boruto, Kakashi was 27 to 26, 27. Naruto's now. Yeah, see, I'm a freaking god, bro. Okay.
How you never said how
What
old
is
he
he?
was. He just looks.
Is he in his
Says-
40s?
well, I don't know if this jumped because it could have definitely jumped to manga, but it's saying Naruto's 32 now, so that makes Kakashi around 46.
46.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So
Guess he
it's
knows
pretty
how to
much
do
saying,
math.
yeah. So it's common sense, but it's all good.
We can assume that Guy is like 46 as well. But how old
yeah,
is
right?
How
Guy
old
was in the same.
How old is
What?
Myri?
She was born what?
She was
when
born-
they- about the war time.
No,
so
after
she's,
it was after the war. It was after the
Was
war.
it?
It was during the like the prologue arc when they're all like 20s and stuff, 18
Oh,
or
because she
whatever.
was still pregnant. Yeah, that's
So
right.
if he became, what year did Boruto was born? He was 20, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's got to be like 17. She's basically like post time skip Naruto age is about what she is, I think. Like 16, 17. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
a
I think
guess.
so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's around there somewhere. Okay, well that kind of puts into perspective a little bit now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't mean to like jump ahead, but yeah, it was looking like
No, you're good. You're good.
kind of towards the end of the academy wise. That Naruto's around 30, 32 is what they're
Okay.
saying, which is gonna be so that's so odd to me, man.
I mean, that's about as old as Kakashi was. It's a little older than Kakashi.
but it's just
then
so
it was.
like that just freaks me out. You know what I mean? Like Naruto's gonna be 32, dude. Like that's so crazy, and we just known him since he was seriously like 5, 6, like.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him when he was like 4 even, or we've seen baby Naruto, but
Yeah,
like,
Baby Naruto,
Yeah.
like, but that's what's crazy is just how developing this gets, and it's great.
yeah.
It's
Dude,
good.
this is like, how old is Naruto? Like the series, the manga,
Started in what 90?
I
97,
think it was
98?
98. think
So
it was
it's
98.
20 years. It's 21 years old.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Wow.
Pretty
yeah.
crazy. That is pretty crazy. It's been going for that long.
Yeah, it is pretty much, yeah.
Well, anyway, thoughts on the
Yeah.
preview. For myself, I'm pretty excited about it, actually. It's going to be a bit of a change of pace instead of seeing Boruto do his thing all the time. It'll be kind of nice getting some new characters. I mean, we just got done talking about how they're going to involve the old characters some way, and here we go, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what do you guys think?
Or Sky, do your thing, man.
I like Kakashi. Anything with Kakashi, I'm in. So.
Kakashi.
Even if this is just turning into, if this episode just turns into a Guy versus Kakashi competitive thing.
Yo, I would be down for that. It'd feel
Yeah,
like filler, but I'd be so
Oh
down
my
for that.
god, these guys! You know what's just different? It just weirds me out. Is just like I'm always waiting for Kakashi to do something like cool, but I just keep forgetting. Every time I look at his normal eyes, I'm like,
Nice. It's this Sharingan's
he's
gone.
not just a normie, but you know what I mean. Like he used that. Like
He's not copycat no more.
he just
He's just
know,
Kakashi.
The worst part about him losing the Sharingan, I think, is that he can't use his signature jutsu, the Chidori. That's the worst. I hate that. It's so sad for me. It's like, dang, dude, that's what he
It's
does.
just-
That's his thing.
that's just weird. Is that connected? That's connected with the Sharingan, is it?
Yeah, because he can't control it. He goes too fast unless he has the Sharingan to control it.
Oh,
Because like when he was young and he used it, he almost got himself killed and Minato saved him. Remember?
Yeah. mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh. The flash of the leaf? The yellow flash of the leaf.
of the leaf, baby.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I mean, for my thoughts, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Kakashi's, I don't know, man. He's just gonna play cool as usual. Guy's gonna say some random stuff and say something dumb that kind of gets Kakashi going a little bit for sure. So, and we'll kind of see a little more character development on these three. So that'll be cool.
Do you think that they're gonna fight anybody? Or I'm sure they're gonna fight somebody, but like, do you think it's gonna be like a big fight, like, or it's gonna be something small?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's enough to kind of grasp it, like you kind of see where she's at and where kind of they're at. I would say yeah, we're kind of balancing on that. Like we might just be doing relationships, but I doubt it. I think there's got to be somewhat of a fight,
I hope
not
we
just
see
a
fight,
challenge,
yeah.
a spar, a spar
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because we all want to see what everyone's got. So
Yeah.
kind of how the show goes. Yeah, well, that's kind of my thoughts for that.
Definitely. So let's jump into our long shots then. I'll go ahead and start this week so you guys have a little bit more time to think. So I'll do two really quick because one of them, it's not really a long shot. I bet it's gonna happen. I want to see Mir. I don't know how to say her name. I got to figure it out next episode.
Come on, Cole.
Anyway, Miri.
Yeah, word.
I want to see her use some Genjutsu stuff because she got the Kurenai eyes. I also want to see her whip out those chakra blades and do some cool Asuma stuff. But here's the actual long shot. I want to see Guy Sensei go. Let's go 6th gate. Open up the 6th gate. I want to see him do that on his hands and like jump with his hands and do some punches or something. I want to see something crazy from Guy Sensei. That's my long shot.
Okay, that's fair. Skylar? I'm next, Tom. I'm next.
Doesn't matter.
I'm next. I'm in the middle today. So, let's see. For my long shot, I'm thinking we're going to see. I would like to see something from Kakashi a little special. You know what I mean? Something that just comes up out of nowhere. It'd be cool to see the Sharingan again, but are we going to see it? But it'd be great. I mean, it'd be cool to see that. You know what I mean?
That would be a long step. I don't think there's any way.
Yeah, I know. I don't think so either, but I hope that something like that happens because
he can just
Kakashi Hatake is the Sharingan.
he can
man.
call
Come
the
on.
will of Obito whenever he needs
Yeah.
to summon
He's
his
like,
Susanoo.
"Hut, hut," and then blows out his regular eye and something else comes in. He's just like the Sharingan comes in.
Oh.
Yeah. So
So that's yours. He
Yeah.
gets the Sharingan back.
hoping there you go. That's mine. It's far away.
What do you got
Skylar?
for this guy?
All right, mine is that this actually is going to be the start of a killer arc where Guy Sensei, something happens and he does I was BSing everybody. I can actually walk. I've been able to walk this whole time. I was just joking.
I was just joking.
Even though his
totally-
bone was
It
shattered.
was just training.
Totally,
It's all
totally
training.
not Guy Sensei. Yeah, it's
In
all for
pieces.
training purposes. He's just like, yeah, but I've been using my legs because I want to training with walking on my hands. Anyway, it's going to be the start of a killer next arc. Where
So listen,
they-
Sky, you're telling me that you want to start another random arc? Okay.
as long as it's good, as long as it's good.
You want to start another non-canon arc?
No, I think this one's canon because this one had like manga stuff or something. I remember seeing like a picture,
Aha!
so I think it's
So
canon.
Cole is hacking.
I'm
Okay.
hacking. I got the hacks on.
Alright.
Got my cheat codes going.
That's fair. Fine. Okay.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a 5-episode really good
5
arc.
episodes. No, I was thinking
It's a-
maybe 2 or 3.
It's gonna be a
dude.
3-episode,
Not 5.
all cats and dogs.
Ugh.
They're gonna throw in
and turtles too, because Guy and his summons, right?
they're
He
gonna
summons
throw in
turtles.
Guy. They're gonna throw in Rock Lee and Gara.
Gar really hasn't shown up much, has he?
No,
I'd like to
he's-
see some
come on.
Gara. I'd like to see some
That's like-
Gara.
You're not gonna see. Excuse me. You're not gonna see Gara. He's. What do you mean? Do
I
we
wanna
see Naruto
I
ever?
want to see more.
Yeah,
of
we see
Gar's son,
Naruto more
too.
than Gara.
Yeah, barely. Yeah,
I want
because we're in the
Shinki.
city. We are in
Shinki.
his
Yeah.
city, and we can't even see him. We're in Naruto's city,
Okay.
and
So these guys, they're going on a field trip to the Hidden Sand Village to hang out with Gara and Shinki.
Yeah,
Where they're gonna teach Shinki how to open up the inner gates.
I changed my long shot.
all right, you can turn it off now. Thanks for all coming, guys. God.
Roll the credits.
Oh, but for reals though, I'm gonna say by Kakashi, he's gonna use the water dragon. That's his jutsu. He's gonna use it now.
He can't.
I don't think he even has the water style,
He
but
just copied it.
he copied it. I'm pretty sure he.
He's like, and they were both like,
Oh, he's-
he's like, how's he doing?
oh, that's right, because he only has earth style and
yeah, mud wall,
lightning.
There you
Yeah, never mind.
Long
Okay,
shot. The mud wall's coming
Pakun's
out.
coming back.
Oh, Pakun's
Pakun's dead.
bro.
Pakun's son Raccoon is dead. Is not
Raccoon
dead. Is
dead, dude,
back.
These dogs can't live in like 10 years, bro.
Oh, Ninja Hounds can live as long as needed.
Yeah, probably. You know what I would? Okay, let's just go. I would like to go back to the Toad. Go see
Oh, Mount
old
Miyaboku.
Grams Toad, Super Grams Toad.
Oh, Super Grams Toad's probably Gamabunta at this point, right? Normal Super Grams Toad's probably dead.
You think?
Yeah, maybe it's like the small one. He's Super
That's
Grams
what-
Toad, and
Do you
Gamabunta
see-
is where that other guy was.
But do you see how crazy that is? Like how much more they can just add into this? They can do a whole story
Yeah,
on that.
you're right.
Like,
Mount
Yeah.
Miyaboku stuff
It's
would be
like-
crazy.
yeah, the Mount Miyaboku just go there
So-
and like Konohama's there sitting on a
What's
little freaking
Konohama's
plate
there, yeah, dude, he would
on
be
top
too.
of a.
What do you
sitting on a
think?
plate
Do you
on top
think
of a
Boruto's
shark's
gonna
bite.
get another summoning animal? Is it gonna be the snake
Just with
again?
the animal again.
Shut up.
Just 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Animal,
bro.
animal.
Holy.
Do you think? Anyway, do you think Boruto's gonna get the snake back?
No, he
Garaga
already
or
signed.
something?
He already signed the contract.
I know, but do you think
They're
he's gonna
done.
go back and get him? Like, is that gonna be his main
Um,
summon, or he's gonna go get frogs?
Here's this. I say he's not gonna get one.
No
He's
summoning
going
for
to. No, I think he's gonna get the. And he's gonna get the. The. As we've seen, kind of in the first
Oh,
episode, his
yeah.
little change, his shift change. I think that's what's gonna make him different.
That
So
kind of replaces.
he's definitely
okay.
going. Yeah, I
sense.
think that replaces because. Yeah, I mean Konohamaru's already got that. There's no. Yeah, I don't think so. Konohamaru was like he's Naruto's age. You know what I mean? Like he's. I mean he's a little bit younger than Naruto, but still he's like not at an age where that should be passed on. So
Good point. Good point.
yeah, I don't see it happening. Yeah, the only time we seen it was when that weird stuff was trying to summon out, right? Like
Yeah.
the Nomu or what's his name? No, is it Nomu?
The Nue?
Is it
New?
Nomu?
New? The
New.
big one? The big one? The big New was like attacking and stuff, so he brought in the
Yeah.
frog,
Right.
the toads. I think that's what it
Yeah.
was anyway.
Mhm.
We definitely
So-
saw one of the toad. He had a toad with him at one of the.
But the tail came out. You know what I mean? Like the tail, because Boruto summoned when he was running out of the classroom.
Oh
He tried to
wait.
summon.
no, it
Right?
wasn't Boruto that summoned. It was well, he tried. Yeah, he definitely tried.
Yeah, he
but
tried.
like Sumiere's the
was-
one that like made it so he'd summon like that weird thing.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I believe that's
That's
what
fair.
happened anyway.
Because he was like,
Yeah, he
I don't know
definitely
what this
tried.
does, but
He,
here I go.
he definitely tried to summon something.
Yeah, I was just curious is all. So maybe I'll go back and revisit that.
Yeah, I
That's
might have
fine.
to go back and see that too.
But yeah, that's my take. I don't think that's happened. I mean, as cool as it would be, I just don't know what he would do. Like
Yeah.
they've already got Konohamaru already sealed that deal. So
That's a good point. Good point. All right. Well, after all that tangent, we've been kind of off topic this episode a lot, but hey, it's been good. I've been enjoying it.
just not a lot. I mean, there's quite a bit we can go into, but it's just
Yeah, well, as you can tell, we can go anywhere.
you can go
on
you can
this
go a lot of different
subject.
ways for
There's
sure.
Bunches of rabbit holes to jump on down.
Yeah. I just think this is I just think this is a kind of a beginning for something that could happen down the road for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. I want to thank you guys for being on with me. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Skylar.
No problem.
And feel free to give us contact. You can chat down in the YouTube comments below. You have access to the SoundCloud comments if you do the audio version of the podcast. Feel free to add us on Twitter at TalkNojutsuCast. Also, we have an email set up, so you can email us there at talknojutsu.cast@gmail.com. There's many ways. Feel free to talk to us about anything, ask us any questions you may feel, and we will do our best to get back to them. And yeah, that's it for the show, everybody. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. We all do. And we'll see you guys next week.
On a last note, sorry. When I said no move, that was definitely a My Hero Academia reference. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, Nomu is my
Yeah.
hero.
Yeah, I said Nomu, and it is new. I apologize.
You were confusing me a little bit.
Nomu is definitely that half brain thing with a jaw. That thing was nasty. So, yeah, I apologize out there. Shout out My Hero, but it's definitely new. So, take us away. See you later.
Exit music.
We'll see you guys.